for 7 minutes of sunshine, and I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you for spending a little time thinking about sunshine. So I am super fired up today, and you know how every now and then something happens and it just pisses you off. Well, I that happened recently. That happened recently where I just really got pissed off, and then here's the question. It's like, okay, go through the practice. Let's anchor in our values. Mine are love, family, courage, and community, right? And how do I deal with this? So let me share a little bit more with you. I've got a picture of my family up there for a reason. And recently, um, just recently, the Ohio legislature, uh, they're just playing around with our lives, basically. But the budget was put forward by the governor, and they fixed the language in there because, legally, we can get married now and we can adopt children. And they made sure that the language said that married couples may adopt children instead of husband and wife. And the Republicans basically took that language out and replaced it with husband and wife. And when they were asked why, because the law says that now we can get married and we can adopt children, they basically said, because we wanted to. Now, isn't that just privilege at its best? So that really, that kind of stuff just fires me up, really makes me angry. And my question today is, what do you do? How do you spread sunshine? How do you lean into your values when you're really pissed off? This is going to be one of my favorite sessions, I think. And there's all ways we can go about it, but let me tell you a little bit more of the story. So on the screen, you can see a great article written by the Buckeye Flame. If you have not subscribed to the Buckeye Flame, do it. Whether you're LGBTQ or not, just some really great journalism, some great news. There's a little story that says Ohio Republicans change adoption language back to husband and wife in budget. That's a little poke in the eye to my family. So great story. And it just so happens that a part of my extended family, through my sister's just extended family, one of members of my extended family is a state rep. His name is Rorden McLean, and he's a Republican. And a picture of his family is right below me there. So here we have, we're related, sort of, a little bit. And we have two very different families. And we've met, of course, and at weddings and other things, birthdays. So there's his family below, and I took that off his campaign site, so I'm not sharing anything that isn't public. And of course, my family there, which I took off of Rick's campaign site, both of them political people. But our families are way more alike, or even related, than we are different. But here's the big difference: we had to fight for our family. We had to fight for the right to get married. We had to fight for the right to adopt our children, for both of us to adopt our children. And we do not take that lightly. And the Republicans in the state house do. In fact, they don't like it. They still don't like it. They don't respect the law. And what do we do about that? What I choose to do about it is support LGBTQ organizations harder, lean in harder, and I'll share some more to the story. And, back when marriage was, when the marriage amendment came on the ballot in Ohio to make it illegal for gay people to get married, even though it was not legal anyway, because that was another poke in the eye. It was purely political. A group of us got together. This is 16 years ago to the day almost. We got together in the basement of King Avenue United Church, and we started Equality Ohio. We were hurt after that marriage amendment passed. Neighbors, in fact, Warden's family, I'm sure, voted against my right to get married. I'm sure of it. His dad did, I'm sure. His family did, I'm sure. Relatives did. So we were hurt, we were mad, we were angry. So we channeled that into our values, frankly, which was love, family. I didn't get emotional, courage, and community. We started an organization from scratch. People from all over Ohio came together, started Equality Ohio, which is it's at its 16th anniversary. So on the 16th anniversary, what happens? A little poke in the eye from the Ohio State Legislature. What does that do to me? Fires me up even more. So with that, all I can do is say thank you to the Family Pride Network, which just recently merged with Stonewall Columbus. I made a donation in honor of Riordan McLean. I encourage you to do the same thing. I think we start making donations in honor of the folks who poke us in the eye, who want to keep us down, who want to repress us, who want to think that they are better than us somehow, that their families are better, and they're not. And they know it. They know it. I know it's a lot of politics in there, but it's not what you say, it's what you do. And my challenge today is when you're really pissed off, how do you spread a little sunshine and take a positive action to do something that makes things better for more people is the answer. It feels really good too. It feels really good. So I made a nice chunky donation to Family Pride Network, which is now Stonewall Columbus. You can go there. And then I just have to put a shout out to Equality Ohio, which has been relentlessly working on the Fairness Act at the State House to make it illegal to fire folks who are LGBTQ or to kick them out of their apartments, which the Republicans are against and will not put forward, will not even let a vote happen. And so my question is, why? Isn't it time? Isn't it time to love our family, to support our family just as much as yours? Isn't our family just as worthy as yours, relatives? That's my challenge. Fired up, ready to go. Anyway, so I wanted to frame that up with just thinking about how we do spread sunshine when we're pissed off. And getting angry is not a bad thing if you channel it and you put it towards your values and use your superpower. And, it was great that Equality Ohio started because people were mad, but such good things have come out of it. Such good things. Same with the Family Pride Network at Stonewall. We're just getting closer to Pride, and we got to keep leaning into this stuff for all of us. And every time we see injustice, every time folks want to say that somehow they're more privileged, they should have the rights and we shouldn't. It's not acceptable. It ain't. So we got to fight for justice everywhere and spread that. That's one way you can spread some really good sunshine. That's all I got for you today. That was my fired up segment. I hope you have a really great day. And what are you fired up about today? And how you lean into your values and your superpower to make good change. That's all I got. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I've got an interview tomorrow as well. And remember, even when it's cloudy out, the sun is always shining, and you are the sunshine.